Hi, welcome to Richstone Music. I'm Pod. You let me worry about that. I'm joined by Camera Dan, the cameraman. Say hi, Camera Dan. Yes, jolly good. Oh, too much. I might be sick. So, the guys have given me a particularly strong cup of very hot tea, which is excellent, and asked me to say a few words. And I thought I would say a few words about hands and fingers. It's very useful to have an extra pair of hands. Even a finger will do at certain times. And one little trick you can use to check and see how your guitar is actually performing is to use the mechanical finger, or Capo. These are very useful. You can hold pieces of paper onto boards and surfaces with it, and if you get bored of thinking of new uses, you can always use it to change key on your guitar. Also, because it takes the place of a finger, although you can't pick your nose with it, you can use it to free up your hands to do some interesting things when you're checking the setup of your guitar. This is not the only way to do this, it is just a way to do it, and sometimes it's quite useful. If you put your capo way up high, 11th fret, 12th maybe if you can get there, you can use that just to check how the whole thing feels. And from that point, if the action's quite high or too low, the only thing that can affect that is the bridge over here, because everything else has been cut off by the mechanical finger. So if you need to, you can raise and lower the bridge at that point, and you can be pretty sure that you've got that playing cleanly up there. Next thing to do is to remove the mechanical finger, move it way down there, first fret. Now what happens at the first fret is you then have, you can play the guitar again. If you find, having moved that capo down there, that the action has gone quite high, which in this case, I'm happy to say it has, the action's gone higher than I'd like it to be, the only thing that can affect the height of that action, since you've moved the capo, is how the neck curves, and that's controlled by the truss rod, as you probably know. If you find that you've got a high action there, what you can do is you can then adjust the truss rod to bring that more into line. Obviously you should measure the dip, as we call it in the neck, how much the strings have pulled the wood of the neck forward that way, and the truss rod, of course, as you tighten it, will counteract that and bring it back into line. You can control how much back into line it goes by how much you adjust it. We'll look at that on another day, but today I just wanted to show you how useful the capo is. So let's assume you've adjusted your truss rod and got everything still playing cleanly and clearly on there. What do you do next? You take it off. If at that point your action goes into the sky again and it's really awful, then you know the only thing that can affect it from there is the note. Because up here, you've cut all that out, it's the bridge. Down here, you've already done the bridge, it has to be the neck. At this point, it's the note. Then you can recut the note, raise it, lower it, whatever it needs doing to it. It's just a quick way of checking how your guitar is going. You have a bit of a go at that, get yourself a capo. Spring clip capo is great, loads of them, they all do the same thing, that. Get yourself one of those, have a look at your guitar, have a look at all of your guitars. If you don't have more than one guitar, buy some more and have a look at those. If you discover that it's way out, then maybe next time we'll look at ways that you can make it a lot better. And we'll also look at a thing called intonation. I don't want to bore you for too long, so that's that. Thank you very much for listening. I hope you have been listening and not just wandering around naked. Next time we're going to be looking at wah-wah shoes. But for now, may the forks be with you.